Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's update didn't just spark conversation, it ignited the entire timeline. Out of nowhere, fans woke up to one of the most unexpected debates of the week. People suddenly comparing Lil Tim and King Von's mom in a way nobody saw coming. It started with a single post, one harmless, throwaway comment buried deep in a discussion thread, but the internet doesn't let anything stay small. Within minutes, the comment was screenshotted, reposted, stitched, duet, and blasted across every platform you can think of. Some fans were shocked. Others were furious. A few were confused, asking how these two names even ended up in the same conversation. And then came the emotional reactions. People defending King Von's mom, others backing Lil Tim, and a huge wave of users saying the comparison didn't sit right. Comments turned into arguments turned into threats, and threads turned into full-blown creator debates as social media scrambled to take sides. Before anyone could process what was happening, the conversation grew bigger than the original post. Boundaries blurred, emotions ran high, and fans were left divided across timelines that fell apart in real time. The moment the comparison between Lil Tim and King Von's mom started circulating, the internet shifted like a storm rolling in without warning. It didn't come from a big page, a major creator, or a drama account. It came from a regular user, a tiny comment left under a random post. But sometimes, it's the smallest spark that starts the largest fire. And today, the entire hip-hop side of social media felt that heat. Someone wrote, "Funny how Lil Tim and King Von's mom handle things so differently," and that one sentence, no context, no explanation, instantly triggered a ripple effect. At first, only a handful of users responded. One asked what the comment meant. Another said it was unnecessary. A third jumped in saying it was kinda true. But within minutes, people began replying faster than the comment section could load, turning a simple observation into a clash of perspectives. Screenshots of the comment were taken almost immediately. Someone posted it on Twitter with the caption, "What made y'all say this today?" And that tweet exploded. People retweeted it with their own captions, ranging from "This is weird" to "Why are they being compared?" to "I knew this would start something." Some fans defended the comparison. Others attacked it. And plenty of people had no idea what was happening, but joined the conversation anyway because the topic got too loud to ignore. On Instagram, a fan page reposted the screenshot saying, "Opinions are already getting messy today," and that alone opened a new flood of arguments. Many people said comparing these two individuals made no sense. Others said it wasn't meant disrespectfully, just observational. A few insisted the comment was taken out of context. But nobody agreed on anything, and that disagreement is what made the conversation explode even harder. Over on TikTok, creators smelled content. One creator made a reaction video saying, "Why are y'all comparing Lil Tim and King Von's mom? I missed something." Another creator made a dramatic breakdown video titled, "Here's how the internet started arguing at 8 a.m., showing screenshots and explaining the timeline like it was a documentary. The creators didn't even give their own opinions. The reactions alone were enough to pull millions of views. Even more creators jumped in as the topic grew. Some explained why the comparison didn't sit right with fans. Some said the internet was overreacting. And a few posted videos pretending to be confused. "I woke up and y'all fighting over what?" But those confused videos only made the situation messier, because viewers argued in the comments about whether the comparison was intentional shade or just a weird coincidence. On Twitter, the tone became more intense. People tweeted things like, "This comparison is disrespectful," while others fired back saying, "It's not that deep, it's just discussion." And because Twitter threads always take on lives of their own, users began bringing up TikTok reactions, Instagram reposts, old interviews, past comments, random theories, anything they could find to support their point. None of these things were related, but social media isn't about relevance. It's about momentum. Meanwhile, the comparison reached major commentary pages. These pages don't usually take sides. They simply post trending topics to fuel discussion. One page posted the screenshot with a caption, "Thoughts?" And that single word, posted to an audience of hundreds of thousands, unleashed another round of heated arguments. Within 10 minutes, the post had thousands of comments. Most people weren't even responding to the comparison anymore, they were responding to each other. Someone wrote, "Y'all just want drama." Another replied, "No, y'all keep dragging the wrong names into discussions." A third wrote, "Just let people talk, it's not that serious." Each comment sparked its own mini-thread. Each mini-thread turned into a mini-war. Back on TikTok, creators started dissecting the reaction instead of the comparison. One creator said, "This isn't about the names, it's about how fast the internet divides. Another said, every time King Von's mom gets mentioned, people get protective. And that comment alone triggered thousands of replies debating whether the creator was right. Fans who normally agreed on everything suddenly found themselves arguing with each other over tone, intentions, interpretations, and even the way the conversation started. The comparison had officially transformed into something bigger, a study of how fan cultures collide. Some users said Lil Tim shouldn't be compared to anyone connected to King Von in any way. Others said the comparison wasn't personal, just observational. A few said both names should be left alone. And some insisted the debate was the problem, not the comparison itself. The fanbase split into multiple groups, each defending their stance with full force, each certain they were the ones being reasonable. Instagram stories became full essays. People typed paragraphs venting their frustrations, writing things like, "I'm tired of these comparisons," or "People really need to stop dragging King Von's mom into everything," or "How did this even become a topic?" And when those stories were screenshotted and reposted by drama pages, they started new arguments in new comment sections. It wasn't long before rumor pages joined the chaos. One page posted, "Fans divided after unexpected comparison between Lil Tim and King Von's mom." That post didn't say anything incorrect. It simply emphasized the divide. But the bold headline made the topic feel heavier, more significant, more dramatic. And because the page didn't specify what fans were debating, everyone filled the blanks with their own assumptions. Some fans said the comparison was accidental. Others said it was deliberate. Some said people were projecting their emotions. Others said the internet likes connecting names that don't belong together. And because nobody could agree on the origin, intention, or meaning of the comparison, the debate gained even more power. Creators started receiving DMs asking them to cover the drama, and once they did, things got even louder. Every new video created more reactions. Every reaction created more arguments. Every argument brought more attention. And every bit of attention added new layers of confusion and emotion. It reached a point where the comparison wasn't the story anymore, the reaction was. The debate became bigger than the debate itself. And in that swirl of emotions, confusion, and fan loyalty, the timeline looked like it was collapsing in real time. Because once the timeline started collapsing, creators, fan pages, and entire online communities felt like they had to step in and say something. But here's the thing. When too many voices jump into a conversation that wasn't even clear to begin with, the noise doesn't get quieter, it gets deafening. The first big shift came when a well-known commentary creator posted a video saying, "Y'all comparing two completely different people for what?" He didn't say the names, didn't show the screenshots, but everyone instantly assumed he was talking about the comparison between Lil Tim and King Von's mom. The comments under his video proved it. People wrote, "Finally someone said it," and "Thank you for calling this out," and "Nah, people are really doing too much today." But this only added to the chaos. Because if there's one thing the internet hates more than silence, it's vagueness. Fans demanded clarity. Some replied, "Say their names then," while others said, "You're making it worse by not explaining." And of course, people began arguing about whether the creator was even referring to this situation or something else entirely. Nobody checked. Nobody waited. They reacted instantly because that's what the timeline does. Meanwhile, on Twitter, someone started a thread titled, "Why comparing Lil Tim and King Von's mom triggered the internet today?" even though they themselves admitted halfway through the thread that they didn't know who originally started the comparison. But by that point, the thread already had thousands of likes. People were treating it like a definitive explanation, adding their own replies, their own theories, their own interpretations, each one slightly twisting the story in a new direction. After Twitter picked up the pace, TikTok followed. A creator stitched the thread summarizing it dramatically, saying, "Here's how the whole mess started," and the way he told the story made it sound 10 times more complicated than it actually was. Then another creator stitched that video saying, "No, that's not right, this is what really happened," and suddenly those two creators had their own mini debate happening in their comments. It became creator versus creator, viewers choosing sides, fans writing paragraphs like they were part of an online tribunal. While all this was happening, Instagram went into its own spiral. A large hip-hop update page posted the screenshot of the comment again, but this time with the caption, "Is the comparison disrespectful or just a question?" That one line reopened all the arguments from the morning. People wrote things like, "Y'all crossed the line today, and no one was being disrespectful, stop forcing it," and "This whole app takes things too far." Someone even said, "The internet is boring," which ironically started another argument about whether people were being dramatic on purpose. The most unexpected twist, though, came from a completely unrelated creator, someone who doesn't even make hip-hop content. They made a vague post saying, "People love dragging names that shouldn't be dragged," and without any proof, without any confirmation, the internet somehow decided they were referring to King Von's mom. Their comment section was flooded within minutes by people demanding clarification. When the creator replied, "I wasn't talking about that situation," half the comments didn't believe them. People said, "You're just backtracking because it blew up," even though they never mentioned anyone in the first place. This is when things started getting even more surreal. A rumor page claimed someone close to the situation didn't appreciate the comparison being made. The page didn't say who someone was. They didn't say what the situation meant. But it didn't matter. Fans were convinced the message referred to King Von's mom. They posted responses like, "I knew she wouldn't like this," even though nothing was confirmed. And then, just to make everything worse, another rumor page posted a contradictory screenshot saying, "People overreacted. The comparison wasn't meant in a negative way." Now the internet had two conflicting narratives. One saying someone was upset, the other saying nobody cared. Both pages had no proof. Both appeared real enough. And fans picked whichever narrative aligned with their own emotions. On TikTok, reaction videos turned into multi-part series. One creator made a 12-part breakdown, each video more dramatic than the last, using slow piano music and captions like, "How a single comment broke the internet today." Another creator said, "No, y'all missed the original meaning," and people argued for hours under his video about what the original meaning even was. Twitter Spaces popped up too. People hosted open discussions titled, "Why Did This Comparison Explode?" and "Respecting Families and Fan Debates." Some spaces were chill, some were chaotic, but all were packed. Fans hopped from space to space listening to different perspectives, while others took screenshots to repost elsewhere, adding comments like, "This space is wild," even if the space wasn't actually wild at all. Instagram story circles filled with cryptic reactions. People who weren't even involved in hip-hop discussion started posting things like, "Y'all gotta stop with these comparisons," and "Some names shouldn't be played with." Followers who didn't know what those stories referred to began DMing them, asking questions. And when screenshots of those DMs leaked, new narratives formed about people being pressed. It was a cycle with no clear beginning and no end. Even Discord servers went into meltdown mode. Someone in a server wrote, "This isn't even about the comparison anymore, it's about the way fandoms react." And that message triggered another debate about whether the fans were the problem or the creators were. People wrote essays trying to explain why both sides felt emotional. Others argued about how the internet should handle discussions involving King Von's mom. And some people just said, "This whole thing is exhausting," then continued arguing anyway. At the same time, YouTube commentary channels started preparing content. Some made short videos titled, "Why Today's Debate Got So Heated," while others made long-form reactions going through every screenshot, every comment, every rumor, and every creator reaction like it was a true crime drama, minus the crime. And throughout the entire storm, the comparison itself remained unchanged. One small comment that the internet turned into an entire event. By the time the night settled, the arguments reached a point where nobody knew what they were even arguing about anymore. Fans were debating unrelated topics, old discussions, vague accusations, creator attitudes, rumor accuracy, interpretation differences, and everything else in between. The comparison between Lil Tim and King Von's mom had morphed into a symbolic battleground for frustrations that had nothing to do with either of them personally. But just when it looked like the chaos might finally cool down, a new twist dropped. One that made the entire debate even louder than before. Because the new twist that dropped didn't just fuel the fire, it rearranged the entire conversation. Late at night, when people assumed the drama had finally reached its limit, a mid-sized commentary page posted a screenshot that read, "Y'all comparing the wrong things. Someone's gonna clear it up tomorrow." That single message, vague and mysterious, sent the timeline into another wave of speculation. People immediately asked, "Clear what up?" Some assumed the comment referred to Lil Tim. Others insisted it was about King Von's mom. And a third group argued it might not be about either, but fans refused to believe that. The internet doesn't like coincidences. It prefers connections even when the connections aren't real. The posts spread like wildfire. Screenshots hit Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Discord, Reddit. Every corner of the internet lit up again. People wrote things like, "Who's clearing what?" and dropped the details, and "If this gets clarified tomorrow, today's debate was pointless." But then others argued, "No, today's debate revealed how people really feel. turning the situation into a psychological analysis instead of a casual argument. While the speculation grew, a creator with a decent following went live saying, "I don't know who needs to hear this, but not every comparison is rooted in disrespect." That comment, intended to calm the situation, added even more tension. People in the live comments accused the creator of picking sides, while others accused them of making excuses. Some fans simply wrote, "Are you talking about Lil Tim?" And the creator refused to name anyone, which made viewers even more suspicious. Meanwhile, another creator posted a video saying, "If someone clears it up tomorrow, then someone already knows the real story." That statement created the next wave of theories. People began guessing which creator had inside information. Some said it was a TikTok creator known for dramatic breakdowns. Others said it was a hip-hop page with a history of posting exclusives. And a few said it had to be someone connected to King Von's mom, even though there was no reason to believe that. Then a major twist happened. A popular Instagram page posted an old clip of King Von's mom from months ago, talking about how she handles seeing her name online. The clip wasn't related to the current debate at all, but because it resurfaced at the exact moment everything was heating up again, fans treated it like it was an indirect response to the drama. They commented things like, "She already addressed this, and now it makes sense why people protect her name," even though the clip had nothing to do with today's events. That clip alone reopened the emotional side of the conversation. Fans who were defending King Von's mom doubled down, saying the comparison felt unnecessary. Fans who weren't bothered by the comparison argued that the clip didn't apply to the situation. And people who were neutral became confused all over again, unsure what counted as context and what didn't. Over on TikTok, a creator reacted to the resurfaced clip saying, "This is why the comparison didn't sit right with people." Another creator stitched that video saying, "But the comment wasn't even about that," and suddenly creators began debating each other indirectly through stitches and duets. Their followers joined the argument in the comments, forming mini fandoms around opinions that weren't even conflicting. They were just phrased differently. Then the rumor mill struck again. A small page posted a blurry screenshot claiming someone close to the online conversation said the comparison was misunderstood. The caption said, "More details tomorrow," and that's all it took. People started assuming tomorrow would bring answers. Others said nothing would happen tomorrow and that this was all hype. Some fans wrote, "I need the truth," as if the comparison had turned into a mystery needing a detective. The funniest part was that a different rumor page posted a contradictory message saying, "The comparison wasn't wrong, people just reacted emotionally." Now the internet had two opposing screenshots floating around, and fans simply chose whichever one matched their feelings. Some said, "See? It was misunderstood," while others said, "No, it was valid, people just can't handle honest conversations." Instagram stories became emotional monologues. Some users posted things like, "I'm tired of this topic," while others wrote, "I'm glad this happened, people needed to see the truth." TikTok comment sections turned into debates within debates. Twitter threads got so long that people started muting them out of exhaustion. And yet the same people returned hours later to see if any new information had dropped. YouTube was no different. Commentary channels posted breakdowns titled, "The Internet Split Over One Comment Today," or "Why Fans Reacted So Strongly to the Comparison." These videos didn't take sides, they just showed how chaotic the reactions were. But the comments under those videos were full of wars. Some viewers defended Lil Tim, some defended King Von's mom, some defended the comparison itself, and some defended the right to be confused without getting attacked. Even Discord servers turned into full strategy meetings. People discussed the psychological side of the debate, the cultural side, the emotional attachment fans have to names like King Von, and how conversations online spiral without warning. But every discussion eventually ended with the same conclusion. Nobody actually understood how the comparison started or why it became so massive. Then, right when everyone thought the internet couldn't twist the situation any further, a new angle popped up. People began debating if the comparison said more about fandoms than the individuals being compared. Users wrote things like, "The real issue is the tension between these fan bases," while others said, "No, the real issue is people protecting certain names." This new debate created new sides, new arguments, and new reasons for people to disagree, even among fans who had been on the same side earlier. At this point, the original comparison was almost irrelevant. The conversation had grown so huge, so emotionally charged, and so layered that the debate became symbolic. It wasn't about Lil Tim. It wasn't about King Von's mom. It was about what their names represented online, how fans interpret things differently, and how quickly the internet can take a neutral comment and build an entire storyline around it. By the end of the night, the timeline looked like a storm that refused to settle. Some people were exhausted, some were energized, some were confused, and some were still searching for answers. And with the hint that something might be cleared up tomorrow, nobody wanted to log off. If you made it all the way to the end of this breakdown, then you've already seen how one tiny comment turned into one of the biggest online debates of the week. What started as a simple comparison spiraled into a full timeline meltdown, pulling in creators, fan pages, rumor accounts, and thousands of people who had no intention of getting involved. The way fans reacted today says more about the internet than it does about Lil Tim or King Von's mom themselves. It shows how quickly people interpret, defend, react, and amplify moments that weren't supposed to be moments at all. And now, with the timeline exhausted and everyone waiting for that mysterious clarification, tomorrow, nobody knows what comes next. But this is where you come in. You've watched the conversation unfold from every angle. You've seen the emotional reactions, the confusion, the debates, the speculation, and the way the entire situation grew layer by layer. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think the comparison was blown out of proportion? Did people misunderstand the comment? Do you think the creators made the situation bigger than it needed to be? Or was the internet simply reacting the way it always does, fast, chaotic, and deeply emotional? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective matters because these debates don't exist without the community reacting to them. And before you click away, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We break down every major moment the timeline throws at us, and believe me, with how unpredictable today was, the next twist is coming sooner than you think. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update, the next rumor wave, or the next storyline the internet builds from a single comment. Stay tuned, stay locked in, and I'll see you in the next video.